Prince Harry recently caused quite a stir during his solo trip to New York City when he made a surprising stop at the renowned East Side Ink, a famous tattoo shop in Manhattan's Lower East Side. Known for inking celebrities like Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and Jeremy Renner, the shop has a stellar reputation in the celebrity world. Harry arrived casually dressed in jeans and a green shirt, accompanied by a security team that included NYPD officers. He spent about an hour at the shop, fueling speculation that the royal might be adding some ink of his own. However, sources later revealed that his visit was part of a filming project, and the Duke of Sussex did not actually get a tattoo during his visit. Eastside Ink has long been a celebrity hotspot, with famous faces frequently stopping by for their body art. Despite Harry's visit for professional purposes, the idea of a royal at a tattoo shop naturally raised questions about royal protocol and tattoos. Historically, tattoos have been somewhat controversial in royal circles. While there is no strict ban on tattoos for British royals, it is generally seen as unconventional within the royal family. Nevertheless, some royals have embraced body art. Prince Harry's cousin, Princess Eugenie, was spotted with a small tattoo behind her ear during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee in 2022, showcasing a shift in attitudes toward body art within certain segments of the family. Royals like Lady Amelia Windsor have also been open about their tattoos, further demonstrating that younger members of the family may not view tattoos as taboo. Though Prince Harry's visit was ultimately just a work-related stop, it certainly added to his image as the rebel royal, constantly challenging traditional expectations placed on the British monarchy. Prince Harry's recent surprise appearance on The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon, delivered a delightful blend of humour, fear and spontaneity. Instead of a typical interview, the Duke of Sussex participated in a Halloween-themed segment called Tonightmares, where he and Fallon braved a haunted maze. The event, which aired on September 26, 2024, saw Harry facing his fears and a lot of jump scares as the duo navigated 10 spooky rooms designed to bring Fallon's nightmares to life. The haunted maze, located at New York's iconic Rockefeller Center, was filled with costumed actors jumping out to scare the pair, adding suspense and humour to the segment. Harry, equipped with a body camera to capture his reactions, initially claimed he wasn't easily scared, but quickly found himself jumping and swearing as ghosts, werewolves, and other creatures popped out of nowhere. At one point, he amusingly mistook one of the actors for a panda, a misunderstanding that Fallon playfully mocked. "You're afraid of pandas?" Fallon teased, to which Harry protested with nervous laughter, insisting that he wasn't. The fun didn't stop there. Harry also joked about a suited figure in the maze, quipping, "Is that Michael Bublé?" The offhand comment was one of many light-hearted moments that showcased Harry's humorous side. His good-natured approach and candid reactions made him relatable, especially when he pretended to throw a playful punch after being startled while posing for a post-maze photo. Beyond the frights and laughs, this appearance marked a continuation of Harry's evolving public persona since stepping back from royal duties in 2020. While he has been deeply involved in advocacy work, particularly surrounding issues like mental health and online safety, this light-hearted appearance showed his willingness to engage with popular culture in a fun, approachable way. The Haunted Maze segment provided a welcome contrast to the more serious tone of his earlier engagement at the Clinton Global Initiative, where he delivered a powerful speech about the risks children face in the digital world. For Tonight Show, fans and royal watchers alike, Harry's turn through the Tonightmares maze not only provided plenty of laughs, but also reinforced his evolving role in the public eye, no longer solely as a prince, but as a global advocate, a relatable public figure, and, clearly, someone who isn't too proud to scream in a haunted house. This memorable television moment also aligns with his broader efforts to connect with diverse audiences in unique ways. His ability to switch from advocating for social justice to tackling haunted mazes with late-night hosts speaks to his flexibility and the breadth of his public engagement. It is clear that Harry's story continues to unfold in unexpected and exciting ways. Prince Harry was visibly upset yesterday when giving a speech. He was talking about children who have lost their lives due to social media, as can be seen in this clip from his speech yesterday.
My lock screen is a picture of my kids. What's yours? These children and thousands more meant the world to their families.
At the 2024 Clinton Global Initiative, CGI, in New York, Prince Harry delivered a powerful speech that cast a spotlight on the pressing issue of youth mental health in the age of social media. His address underscored a troubling epidemic of anxiety, depression, and social isolation that he attributes to the harmful impact of digital platforms. This is not the first time Prince Harry has spoken about this issue, but his recent remarks carried a sense of urgency, bolstered by his personal experiences and the work of the Archewell Foundation. Prince Harry didn't mince words as he described the manipulative nature of social media platforms, which he believes are designed to trap users, particularly young people, in cycles of addiction. These platforms are designed to create addiction, he said, emphasizing how they keep youth engaged through mindless, endless, numbing scrolling. He went on to express concern that young people are being force-fed content that no child should ever be exposed to, underscoring the potentially dangerous material available to them online. His criticism extended beyond the platforms themselves to the leaders behind them. He questioned why these tech leaders are held to the lowest ethical standards and called for corporate accountability in addressing these issues. He urged shareholders and CEOs to take a more active role in protecting younger users, adding a resonant metaphor. Parenting doesn't end with the birth of a child. Neither does founding a company. Prince Harry's words reflect a growing movement advocating for stricter regulations and higher ethical standards for social media companies, especially when it comes to protecting children. Platforms like Meta, Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat have faced increasing scrutiny for their failure to safeguard young users from harmful content, including violence, bullying, and sexual harassment. While some companies have made changes, Instagram recently made teen accounts private by default in some countries. The Duke of Sussex stressed that much more needs to be done. His message resonates particularly in a climate where many feel that social media companies place too much responsibility on parents to protect children, despite the sheer scope and complexity of digital spaces. Harry's demand for corporate accountability is a call to tech leaders to step up and play a more active role in creating a safer digital world for future generations. Prince Harry's speech also highlighted the work of the Archewell Foundation, the philanthropic organisation he founded with his wife, Meghan Markle. The foundation has been actively involved in several initiatives aimed at supporting families affected by online harm. One of these projects, the Parents Network, provides resources and assistance to parents whose children have suffered or even died as a result of harmful online interactions. In addition to this, the Archewell Foundation has partnered with global organisations, including the World Health Organization, to combat violence against children. Prince Harry pointed to the upcoming Global Ministerial Conference on Ending Violence Against Children, which will take place in Bogota, Colombia, in November. He believes that this event could lay the groundwork for the first ever global agreement on prioritising child safety online, further strengthening the international response to this growing crisis. Prince Harry's speech at the Clinton Global Initiative highlights the growing mental health crisis faced by today's youth in the digital age. His call for corporate accountability and his foundation's advocacy for online safety for children bring attention to an issue that affects millions around the world. As the conversation around online harm deepens, it is clear that more must be done to safeguard the well-being of future generations. In an era dominated by social media, Prince Harry's message is not only timely but essential. Will tech giants rise to the challenge? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. His advocacy will not waver until the digital world becomes a safer place for all. In the world of media coverage, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry often find themselves at the centre of controversy, as if a storm cloud permanently hovers above them. The latest saga revolves around claims by anonymous sources branding Meghan as Duchess difficult, with staff allegedly quitting because of her demanding behaviour. The tabloid narrative builds an image of an impossible boss who berates staff and makes grown men cry. But a pattern in these stories has become glaringly obvious. Time after time, the sources are nameless, anonymous individuals whose supposed inside knowledge feeds the headlines. Phrases like "a source close to the couple" or "an insider" dominate these articles, with little to no accountability for the truth of their claims. The media's reliance on such unidentified informants has only fueled skepticism, raising the question, how real are these sources, and what if they don't exist at all? Anonymous leaks are a powerful tool, often used to shape public perception with unchecked claims. They feed into the wider narrative of controversy, making stories more clickable and dramatic. The problem is, when no one is accountable for these stories, the facts can easily be distorted or invented. While anonymity can sometimes protect legitimate whistleblowers, in cases like Meghan and Harry's, it seems to act more as a shield for gossip mongering. In sharp contrast to these baseless reports, we now see actual named staffers defending the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. In a recent article, people like Harry's former Chief of Staff, Josh Kettler, and their current PR chief, Ashley Hansen, have gone on record to praise their experience working with the couple. Hansen even shared personal accounts of the care and concern Meghan showed during her time off for surgery, dispelling the notion of an indifferent, bossy employer. This difference between anonymous claims and on-record testimonials is telling. On one hand, we have vague, unverified accusations. On the other, we have real people offering heartfelt praise and even personal anecdotes that contradict the media's preferred narrative. It raises a significant point about biased reporting. When you lean too heavily on anonymous voices, it's easy to skew reality. It seems the media's favourite sources may not even be real, or at least not as reliable as they'd like readers to think. The latest defence from named employees is a reminder to question the narrative, especially when it comes from the shadowy corners of anonymity. If we are to believe the real people who have worked with Meghan and Harry, the couple is far from the tyrannical figures painted by the tabloids. Rather, they are thoughtful, generous, and genuinely care about the well-being of those around them. In this clash of narratives, it's clear that bias plays a significant role. So next time you read an explosive story about Duchess difficult sourced from anonymous insiders, remember that the loudest voices aren't always the most truthful.